Well, as North Carolina enters an area of unprecedented economic and population growth, the state has had to find ways to keep that workforce healthy and productive, and much of that work falls to one person, the state's Secretary of Health and Human Services.
Yeah, for years that was the well-known Dr. Mandy Cohen, who has since moved on to run the CDC. And as you'll see in tonight's Buckley Report, the man who replaced her may not be as recognizable, but he's making the case that in 2 short years, he's changing lives.
Being in charge of the well-being of more than 10 million North Carolinians, Cody Kinsley has to know plenty about health care, as Dr. Mandy Cohen did when she was the Secretary of Health and Human Services. But step into his world for a while and you discover he is really the CEO of one of the largest organizations in the state. Your predecessor was an MD. Mm-hmm. And I imagine there are pluses and minuses to not being a doctor.
Yeah. So, this role has not historically been filled by someone with a medical doctor degree. But we've got about 350 doctors on staff here. This organization has 18,000 staff, 33 operating divisions, a budget of about $38 billion.
Not everyone has this on their wall.
Yeah, this is my Alexander Hamilton Award from my time working at the Treasury Department when I was the CFO, COO there for 2 administrations.
He's going to need all that expertise to run a health department in which COVID has become a permanent part of the equation.
What's different now than what has been before is that we have the tools to manage COVID so it doesn't manage us. But it's up to each of us to avail ourselves of those tools, starting with being vaccinated. It is our most effective tool about preventing serious illness leading to hospitalization or worse. Having tests on hand so that way if you are feeling ill, you can see what it is.
Although he's a political appointee in a government job, what you don't get from Kinsley is any sense of the hyper-partisanship that permeates so much of today's politics.
Yeah, so this is football that members of the Republican caucus at the legislature gave me when we got Medicaid expansion done. So it was a nice memento of a lot of hard work we did together to get it done.
Work that he's quick to praise his boss, Democratic Governor Roy Cooper, for helping lead. But he also tells the tale of a split government that actually works. It sounds like both parties are getting stuff done. Am I wrong?
We were able to craft a path on Medicaid expansion. We were able to craft a path on taking the signing bonus from that and investing $835 million into behavioral health. We did the first update in decades to the way that we manage our behavioral health system in North Carolina.
And do you find that the Republicans are open to hearing your arguments at least?
Oh, 100%. Good. And very interested. We don't always agree on, and we definitely don't always agree on the outcome or what we're going for, but unless you have those discussions, you're not going to be able to solve the problem. This is my commission from President Obama.
It's that expansion of Medicaid, a key part of the Affordable Care Act, his former boss's signature achievement, that most excites Kinsley as he begins his 3rd year in this job.
Most importantly, we've gotten it out of the gate to an incredibly strong start. Nearly 300,000 people, day one, were moved on to expansion. They didn't have to do anything. We've had tens of thousands of prescriptions filled already for that population. Think about that. These are people who were waiting without insurance, and they immediately ran into the pharmacies to get these prescriptions filled. 60,000 of these folks enrolled right out of the gate were over the age of 50. This is a huge shot in the arm for the health and well-being of North Carolina.
And Cody Kinsley believes he's just getting started. Bob Buckley, Fox 8 News.
And Kinsley's biggest project for these next couple of years is expanding mental health services, especially for younger people, which he believes can prevent a lot of other issues down the road.